AG Abyss, your source for import and third-party transformers. Hey guys, Ultra Maximus back with another third-party Transformers review. This time we're taking a look at a KFC Toys figure, and it's the EAVI, or Expendable Automotive Virtual Infantry Metal figure, Citizen Stack. So yes, this is their entry into the non-masterpiece world, I guess, with their version of Ultra Magnus. And I love the name Citizen Stack. That, of course, is a great homage to the late actor Robert Stack, who played Ultra Magnus in the 1986 Transformers the movie film. I really like the front of the box. I like the artwork. It has this nice gritty feel to it. Definitely cool. Let's take a look at the side of the package, where we have basically the EAVI logo, and then we have Citizen Stack right there. Very cool. Here is the back of the package. We've got robot mode, we've got vehicle mode, we've got silhouettes of robot and vehicle. It says Citizen Stack in the corner. We have our KFC logo, and then the EAV metal on the side there, which is very, very cool. This side just has a massive warning, which is interesting. And then this side has Citizen Stack with a very brief little write-up. We'll zoom in a little bit. If you want to pause and read that, you are more than welcome to. So let's go ahead and get Citizen Stack out of the package and see what we think. Here we have Citizen Stack out of the package, and my first impressions are very good. I really like the look of this figure. And I got this figure basically because that red bumper on the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus just really irritates the hell out of me. I don't like it. Magnus has to have a chrome bumper to me. And you know, there's this huge debate on which one's accurate. I know the toy has a chrome bumper. There are lots of shots in the cartoon where he had the white bumper, which I suppose would be chrome. You know, he's got the red bumper in shots. Not a fan of the red bumper. Don't like it. Never have. Like the chrome bumper. And this has the chrome bumper. The other thing that I really liked about this figure was the trailer design. I think the trailer design looks a lot more intricate than the Masterpiece version. While the Masterpiece does pay a great homage to the original G1 toy, it's missing some detail, I think, and this really pulls some detail out. And while this is not show accurate detail, it's definitely cool and more of a Generations style to me. Definitely digging that. So he also came with some extra parts, which was really, really cool. He's got extra arm and leg joints in case something breaks, I suppose, and he has an alternate head, because this figure actually has a total blue head, which is kind of interesting, and then I've got the one with the white antenna there. So very cool stuff. I got this guy for a really good price for my buddy Hanny. Definitely check out his store at the beginning of the video. It was a great deal, a lot cheaper than what we're seeing on Big Bad Toy Store and TF Source at the time of this recording, and it's definitely cool. I like him. Now, looking at the detail itself, the paint picks on this is utterly amazing. I love the setup. I love the design. I love how there's this little Autobot logo space right there. You can just throw a repro label in, and I mean, it just looks amazing. The quality of the figure is very impressive. This is the largest KFC figure that I have owned to date. I have had purchased some small KFC upgrade parts for some deluxe figures, but I've never owned an actual full-sized KFC toy, and it is impressive. The feel of the plastic is solid. It's got a nice texture to it. It doesn't feel cheap by any means at all, and that's nice because this is, you know, $100+ figure. You definitely want it to be stable, but very cool, very nice. I really love the additional strut piece here. I think that looks nice. Now the cab itself is designed to look like the MP Optimus Prime cab, and they do a very good job with it. It definitely has that look, and it's got the same size. Now, the trailer itself is a little bit smaller than the MP10 trailer by, probably about this much. So it is a little bit smaller. It's about the same width, but that's okay. If you made this trailer any longer, the figure would be taller in robot mode than what it currently is, and it is pretty tall. Alright, so here is the front of the Citizen Stack cab. Definitely cool. I like the paint picks up here. We've got the red with the little yellow lights. The windshield looks nice. It's got the chrome windshield wipers. We got the silver stripe. We have a chrome grille and bumper. And it's got this extra chrome piece there to really kind of differentiate it from the Optimus Prime MP10. Definitely cool stuff. I really like it. I like the chromed out stacks on the back. Definitely cool. And the stripe along here has an extra stripe that goes up to the top, again, to help differentiate it from the MP10 model. And, well, it differentiates it from the Magnus Masterpiece as well. Definitely cool. We got the missiles up here. Unfortunately, the missiles do not launch, but that's not a bad thing, I suppose. The nice thing is that the his weapon does integrate very well into the top of the trailer. The wheels are made of rubber. They got this nice chrome bits to them, which is really, really nice. There is, underneath, the little gas tanks down there, which is pretty cool. It'd be nice if those were larger, I think, than what they are. We got the little steps going up. I mean, the detail is just really, really nice. Now, underneath, the cab is pretty hollow. It does not separate like the old G1 toy, just like the Masterpiece figure. So this is a lot like the Masterpiece in the fact that this whole unit will transform to become Citizen Stack. Now, really, the only downfall I see to the figure in this mode is that it cannot turn. That's the only thing that really, really kind of frustrates me. It'd have been nice if you could turn the cab itself, but that being the worst of it, that's not a bad thing. Before we actually take a look at the robot, I just wanted to show off some other things that he came with. He actually came with 2 of these little trader cards. That's got a picture of Citizen Stack there, Phase 3A, and there are his stats on the back. If you want to pause and read that, you may. And then it's got a picture of his robot and his vehicle mode in different angles, EVA or EAV logo, EAVI logo, and the KFC logo. Why it came with 2 of them, I'm not sure, but it did. And then here are his instructions, which look like an IDW comic, really. Very cool stuff. And it is, in fact, a comic book. So, very cool. They kind of make him a scavenger of parts, which is interesting. So he's kind of a junker. And then they got the other KFC figures. Looks like Barbosa and the NOT Skybite figure, which is pretty cool. It's definitely an interesting read, and it was something nice that they threw in. I do appreciate that from a company. Very cool stuff to throw a quality comic in with the instructions, and of course you get the little collector cards. So definitely cool from KFC. Alright, so now we have Citizen Stack in his robot mode, and this figure is massive, but he's very cool. I do appreciate this figure. Now, there are a couple things that are a little scary when transforming. First of all, let me grab this guy here. You want to be very careful when you're attaching this in the back. If you notice, it's kind of hard to see, but there's these little red hooks that kind of clamp on there. You want to make sure, because when you transform him, those are going to be folded down or folded inward. You need to fold them out so you can pull the cab down, and then you're going to push him back to lock him into place. Be very, very aware of that. Also, these silver pieces on the back, and when this wraps around, be careful with those as well. It feels a little awkward when you're transforming him, but if you take care, it's not going to have an issue. Some other things that I did notice, pulling the legs down. When you are doing that, make sure you hold the white piece here. Don't force the joint. Hold this piece here and then grab the red part underneath this blue shell and pull it down. It will be very stiff. Be firm, but don't be aggressive with it, and it will be fine. The same thing with pushing the arms up to get these pieces up here. It will be stiff. Just be firm with it, but be careful. Other than that, transformation was not too terribly difficult. Yeah, definitely fun. Big shout out to Optibotimus. Very detailed review with transformation. I actually referenced it a couple times because the instructions go from robot to truck, and when we get the guy, he is in truck mode. So yeah. So looking at Citizen Stack, he is obviously Ultra Magnus. There's some really nice spots here to put some Autobot logos up at the top. He has really nice articulation. The joints are very smooth. He can rotate at the knees. He's got his hips. Elbow joints are stiff. I see why. And the knee joints are stiff. I see why they came with an extra pair in case they do break. Overall, I really like him. The detail is nice. Just kind of a close-up here of his face. Now, this is the original head that he comes with, which is blue. And I don't know if everybody's was like that, because I've never seen that on a YouTube review. Mine did come with an extra head, which I will put on here momentarily. But the detail is phenomenal. I really, really like this guy. I thought he was going to be very thin, just from the pictures, but he's actually very, very bulky and very, very impressive. So let's go ahead and get his alternate head on that has the white detail and see what he looks like. All right, so here is Citizen Stack with his replacement head that came with the figure. As you can tell, the antenna with the white bits, definitely a better look. So just kind of a close-up really quick. So there he is with the white antenna, and that just looks far superior, and what most of the reviewers have been reviewing on. Yeah, definitely cool. I like him a lot. So let's go ahead and get some size comparisons of this guy with some Optimus Prime. Here is Citizen Stack with the MP10 Optimus Prime. A lot of people have been upset that he's so much bigger than the MP10. However, I'm going to tell you, the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus is also much bigger than the MP10. In fact, from just looking at pictures, I'm going to say they're pretty close to the same size, which is kind of interesting. Let's take a look at him with MP01. And as you can see, he is much closer in scale to the MP01 Optimus than the MP10 Optimus, which is not a bad thing. In fact, he's probably going to go next to the MP01 Optimus on my shelf. I think he just looks really cool next to him. He looks very size appropriate, and he's just nice, big, and bulky. The last thing I want to show off is the fact I love that they put a place to put the matrix of leadership into Ultra Magnus, so you can take it out of your MP10 and put it into Citizen Stack here, and that is pretty damn cool. Again, the paint apps on the inside there, really nice. He's got some nice paint apps on his hands here, some silver and blue, just all over the figure itself. Just a great job. I am really impressed with this figure. If you're looking for an Ultra Magnus for your MP10s, this is not a bad option. It is cheaper than the Masterpiece Ultra Magnus, and if you're like me, you can't stand that red bumper, this might be the way to go for you. Just saying. So there he is, Citizen Stack from KFC Toys. If you guys like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. Definitely subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. And as always, look for more videos in the future.